What if the universe isn't just a collection of stars and dust, but a vast, living web, where every piece is tied to another by threads we can't see? Nearly a century ago, scientists stumbled onto a phenomenon so strange, so mind-bending, that it challenges everything we thought we knew about reality. They call it quantum entanglement, a connection so deep that two particles, separated by light years, can act as one. It's not a theory. It's real, proven, and staring us in the face from the quantum abyss. But here is where it gets even more incredible. Near the end of this video, I will teach you a secret that many important and successful people used in the past to get whatever they wanted in life. I promise you this will transform your outlook on life. Keep watching so you understand the full concept. But here's the question that haunts me. What if this isn't just about particles? What if you, your mind, your dreams, could reach into this cosmic network and shape your world? Today, we're diving into that mystery where science brushes against the impossible. Let's start with the man who couldn't believe it. Albert Einstein dubbed it spooky action at a distance, a phrase heavy with skepticism. He argued that if two particles were once connected and then separated, they couldn't possibly influence each other instantly across vast distances. It broke the rules of physics as he knew them. One rule that it broke was that nothing should move faster than light. But in 1964, physicist John Bell performed a test to settle the debate, and the universe spoke. Experiment after experiment showed Einstein was wrong. Quantum entanglement was real, and it's been proven again and again, right up to the Nobel Prize-winning breakthroughs of 2022. Quantum entanglement happens when two of these particles get linked, almost like they've made a pact. Let's say you have two photons. You entangle them, meaning their properties, like their spin or direction, become tied together by a force not visible to the naked eye. Then you send them far apart, one to New York, the other to Tokyo. Here's where it gets weird. If you measure the photon in New York and find it spinning up, you instantly know the one in Tokyo is spinning down. Not because they secretly agreed beforehand, but because the act of measuring one decides the other's state. Right then, no delay, no matter the distance. Think of it like this. Imagine two envelopes, each with a card inside, one red, one blue. If you open the envelope in New York and see red, you know the one in Tokyo is blue. But here's the quantum twist. Those cards didn't have a color until you opened the envelope. The moment you looked, the color was set, not just for the one you saw, but for the other one too, thousands of miles away. That's entanglement. The states aren't fixed until you check, and checking one locks in the other instantly. But how instant is instant? Faster than light, faster than anything should be able to travel. Einstein hated this because it seemed to break his rule that nothing beats light speed. Yet, experiments show it's true. Scientists call it non-locality, the idea that entangled particles aren't really separate, no matter how far apart they are. They're part of one system, connected by something we can't see. This isn't just a guess, it's been tested over and over. One of the clearest proofs came from the work of Alain Aspect, John Clauser, and Anton Zeilinger, who won the 2022 Nobel Prize in Physics for it. In their experiments, they took two photons, entangled them, and sent them to detectors miles apart. They measured one photon's polarization. Think of it like the angle it's vibrating at, horizontal or vertical. If the first was horizontal, the second was always vertical, every time, no exceptions. And this happened so fast that no signal, not even light, could have traveled between them to tell the second photon what to do. It's as if they were still touching, despite the distance. Why does this matter? Because it tells us the universe isn't what it seems. At its deepest core, things aren't separate. They're woven together by invisible threads. Space doesn't divide them. Time doesn't break them. Entanglement is a glimpse into a reality where everything might be connected. Let's bring this to life with a real example. Not a story, but something that's actually happened. In the early 1980s, physicist Alain Aspect ran an experiment that shook the world of science. He and his team created pairs of entangled photons in a lab in France. They fired these photons in opposite directions to detectors about 40 feet apart. Not a huge distance, but enough to test the idea. Here's what they did. They measured the polarization of one photon. Say it's horizontal. Instantly, the other photon, 40 feet away, showed vertical polarization. They kept doing this, tweaking the setup to rule out any tricks like hidden signals or preset plans between the photons. Every time the results matched this quantum theory, the photons were entangled, acting as one unit, even when apart. But here's the kicker. Aspect's team made it even tougher. They added random switches that changed how they'd measure the photons after they'd already left the source, too late for any signal to coordinate them. Yet, the entanglement held. The photons still matched, as if they knew each other's moves before the measurement was even decided. This wasn't just spooky, it was proof that entanglement is real, and it's instant. Fast forward to 2022, and Aspect's work, along with Clauser's and Zeilinger's, earned the Nobel Prize. Zeilinger took it further, entangling photons across miles, even bouncing them off satellites. The result: same deal, instant connection, no matter the distance. It's not just a lab trick, it's a fundamental truth of our universe. It's a fundamental aspect of what I will teach you at the end of this video. Now let's pull this closer to you. You've heard of manifestation, the belief that focusing your thoughts can bring your desires to life. It's the core of the law of attraction, a philosophy millions swear by. But what if there's more than wishful thinking here? What if quantum entanglement is the hidden mechanism linking your mind to reality? Picture the universe as a tapestry, every star, every atom, every thought tied by fragile, unbreakable threads. Entanglement hints that separation is an illusion. Could your consciousness reach across this web, nudging the strands that shape your world? There's a hint in quantum physics, the observer effect. Look at a particle, and it changes. Its blurry possibilities collapse into something solid. Scientists argue about why, but it's provocative. Could your attention, your belief, ripple through the quantum field? Imagine your mind as a signal sent through this cosmic network, calling your dreams into being. If you're enjoying this video and know someone that needs to hear this, leave me a like and show them this eye-opening thing you've discovered. You never know. It might change someone's life. For centuries, seekers have sensed this hidden connection between mind and matter. From ancient mystics who saw the universe as one breathing whole to modern scientists unraveling quantum secrets, we've always chased these unseen ties. Over 100 years ago, one man embodied this pursuit. Nikola Tesla, the genius inventor born in 1856. Tesla didn't just think up ideas, he saw them, vivid and complete in his mind. He'd visualize entire machines, every gear, every wire, testing and perfecting them in his imagination before ever building them. He once said he could run a motor in his head, watch it work, then build it exactly as he'd seen it. It was as if he linked his thoughts to the future, using focus and belief to pull his visions into reality. Tesla believed the mind could transcend the physical. He wrote, "The day science begins to study non-physical phenomena, it will make more progress in one decade than in all the previous centuries." Was he sensing what entanglement would later reveal, that thought and reality might be entangled too? Now I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever tried manifestation in your own life? Maybe you visualized a goal, repeated affirmations, or focused your thoughts on something you wanted to achieve. Did it work for you? Did you notice any changes, big or small? Share your story in the comments below. Your experience could inspire someone else to take that first step. And speaking of steps, here's the secret you've been waiting for, a way to tap into this mystery. Let's say you dream of a life where stress melts away and you're finally at peace. Or maybe you're chasing a breakthrough in your career, like landing that promotion you've worked so hard for. Whatever it is, take 5 minutes each day to close your eyes and picture it vividly. If it's peace, imagine yourself in a quiet, sunlit room, the weight of worry lifting, your breath steady and calm. If it's success, see yourself stepping into that new role, hearing the applause after a big win, feeling the pride in your chest. Then, visualize that reality as already yours, connected to you by a thread through the quantum field. Feel that bond. Trust it's moving toward you. So, what do you think? Is quantum entanglement the secret to shaping your reality, or a cosmic puzzle we're still solving? The universe keeps its mysteries close, but that's the allure. Try this tactic and tell me below what happens. Because the greatest wonders might not be out there in the stars, but right here, starting with how you think, waiting for you to claim them. If this journey into the quantum unknown has left you with more questions than answers, you're not alone. We're all seekers here, chasing the threads of the universe's greatest mysteries. If you found this video thought-provoking, please give it a like. It helps others find their way to these ideas. Share it with someone who might need a nudge toward wonder, and subscribe to join our growing circle of curious minds. Together we'll keep exploring the unseen, the unproven, and the utterly astonishing, because the greatest discoveries are still out there, waiting for us to reach for them.